JPL back for another reaction video, and today we're reacting to Scootertrix the Abridged, episode 26, the very last episode of the Scootertrix universe, the finale. I just want to let you know that this video was recorded at BronyCon. This was recorded at the Scootertrix the Abridged panel, so there they told us this is going to be the final episode and they showed us the episode. So I recorded my reaction live at BronyCon. So I just want to let you know that because I was in an audience, the lighting was not preferred. Sometimes the lighting didn't actually show my face because of where the point of the light was. So I did my best to fix that problem, but the problem might still be there, which is a shame that you can't see my full facial reaction. And so another thing is that you may have noticed that this video is much longer than the episode itself. That's because I recorded a separate reaction with my Persona Pony JPL. The reason why I did this is because I've been reacting to Scootertrix with this persona for the past 4 or 5 years now. And so it kind of seems unfair to end off the series with me just having a facial reaction and no commentary whatsoever. So the second reaction, while it's not blind, it serves more of a commentary of my thoughts for each thing that happened during the episode. And so it's kind of my internal monologue that I had while watching the episode at the convention. You can actually hear what it is I'm saying at that time as I recorded what my pony was saying. And so I hope you enjoy this, and yeah, let's get started.
I'll see you wait a couple days for the final edit.
A few days for me. 2020.
It coming!
More! All the way!
Well, if we do that, darker.
That's good. It's fine.
Woo! Woo!
Bring lamb, baby! So you will join us in our fight for equality!
It's just ridiculous. I told you not to touch the lamb, Applejack. She said it was the only thing that could be touched. It was the wrong kind of lamb. There, she didn't really clarify what kind of lamb we could touch. Man, I would have touched it. Or we could have just not touched anything.
Your greed of power and riches has been your downfall, baby! Your monarch is leading you to a world of woe!
This is the stupidest mission you've ever been on. Stupid communism, whatever called.
What did you just say?
I said communism sucks.
You take that back! Oh, you think your system of government is better? You're wrong! You're dead! You have no...
Yes. Class debate between communists and monarchists. Your society is always disintegrating into totalitarian dictatorship.
Dude, look at where you live! You literally live in a society ruled by monarchs! Well, they're good monarchs. If they might get taken out or die or something. See how fast your society can advance.
She does have a point there. Shut up, Applejack. This is all stupid. I'm magic. Let's go.
Why did you use magic? You have narcissism.
No, I faked it. I faked having narcissism. It was fake.
You faked it?
I faked it. It was all fake. It was never real. Never. Just like a functioning communist society. You try to figure it out. Bring Hello. But then she ran into the inescapable cave of doom, so we won't be seeing her again.
Great. I'm sure Celestia will be very pleased.
Where is she?
Making the wedding preparations.
What wedding preparations?
We have in the palace a special window And the two ponies that created it reached out to Celestia and asked if she would marry them.
And Celestia said yes.
Wow, that's really generous of her.
Very special.
There's a war going on. Doesn't it sound just a teeniest bit strange? Request out of nowhere?
We're all gonna find. Always does.
Maybe we should just take some precautions.
And are required. She has, of course, invited all of you.
Why?
It's an important event for her. Lots of key leaders and influential ponies have been invited and are coming.
That does seem like a bit much for a couple of window makers.
No, I'm done second guessing my sister. Her path leads to success. Others lead to failure.
Okay, we gather to join this couple, Mare Windowmaker and Stallion Windowmaker, in holy matrimony. And I gotta say, the window that you made, so good. I cannot tell you how often I just stand in front of it and look at it. Let's just get to the of course, by the power invested in me, by me. Alright, this one. Queen Chrysalis, my arch nemesis.
Princess Celestia. So again. Circumstances. Yes.
Yes.
Surprised to see me.
Hardly. You're the whole reason I threw this party.
Aww, you threw this party just for me.
No, not like that. Don't.
I'm touched. I looked. Just like you touched me.
Dude, you have got to let that go. It was one distraction kiss. One. I just wanted
To be near me. To feel me.
to lure you out of hiding. It's a trap, Clueless.
Tell what I don't know, solar flop. Let's do.
Bring it. Princess Celestia.
What's the matter, Celestia? No magic? I suppose that means no spell.
God.
I won't prolong your imminent death with a monologue. So, bye.
Guards, take her!
Oh, come on! Really?
What's happening? It's Chrysalis, man. Chrysalis could have Celestia, man.
Everyone calm down. We're safe.
She's unconscious. Is she gonna be okay?
She'll be fine.
Wait a second. Celestia's power. It's gone. Her magic is gone.
That's not possible. At least not to Celestia. She never loses. Never.
Actually, I just saw her in this arch battle with Chrysalis.
Celestia has a plan. She always has a plan.
Yeah, a stupid plan. What are you gonna do, man? Pinky, we need you to look at the script. No way. I can't risk that. Whatever the future holds, Discord is not gonna be a part of it.
I'm going back. I have to ensure the guards were able to stop her and her companion. She can be slippery.
I don't know if that's a good idea. It could be dangerous.
No, the guards may need my help.
If you just wait a minute.
Aberforth, where is Chrysalis? Oh,
She was too powerful, my princess. She slipped away.
there's 500 of you here. How did she get away?
Well, she was very slippery.
What about her companion?
Also slippery.
Oh, where is she now? So, I'm sending the entire armada to destroy the capital and her.
Whoa. Are you sure that's wise, Princess? Taking on the Citadel also sounds pretty dangerous for our force home.
We don't even know what just happened or how she did it. Can I recommend that we just put together some kind of a plan first?
No. Ask questions later. That's what Celestia would do. Tell me if I'm wrong, but hasn't everything always worked out for her?
You mean excluding getting toad smacked by Chrysalis just now, losing a lot of powers?
Exactly how many soldiers are willing to lose?
I think they're right, Princess. You should listen to them. We need to figure this out before we act.
No, this is how it's done. This is how she's always done it. And this is how I will do it. It will all work out.
Your Majesty, the fleet awaits your orders.
Total victory with minimal casualties.
Great news, Your Highness. Do it that easy. Why didn't you just swarm the confident from the get-go.
Maybe Celestia lost my vision.
I don't know, man. It does seem like it was a little easy. At least our horses can come home now.
You know, I like this. I think I can the hang of this. Has Celestia regained consciousness yet?
No, not yet.
I see. We should bring her back to the castle.
Well, we think she should just stay hidden away for now. Just in case.
Fine. See? I'm listening. Did you hear about what happened to the last fire?
Yeah, completely gnawed. You sure shut down.
Yeah. I think it's kind of sad though. I heard you didn't even take prisoners.
It's not like the changelings are evil or anything. They're just trying to get along like us. I'm kind of sorry for them.
I evidently doesn't really like changelings, especially Kristen.
It's true that the changelings had surrendered before the bombardment?
I've been hearing that too. Luna wouldn't have done that, would she?
I wouldn't be so sure. She hates Chrysalis.
All right, everyone, calm down. This is all hearsay and rumor. We've no proof that 10,000 civilians were lost in Tuesday's assault.
But it was in the paper. What is she thinking? Maybe she's become Nightmare Moon again. She's a monster.
She's no monster. She's a monarch, baby. And she's wrong. This is what monarchs do. Play games of war with our lives used as the wager. Totally uncool. We must strip the monarchs of their power and see it spread equally amongst we the citizens. I will take the mandates from the public to the princess myself. Red wines for equality!
Okay, Everforth, what's next on the agenda?
Now that your royal photo session is done, you are meeting with individual subjects with petitions.
Well, that sounds better than saying cheese for an hour. I swear she was blind. Show the first petitioner in.
I come with demands from the people! He wants Faust, baby!
Hey, wait a minute. Who's that glimmer pony? The one that elements chased into the inescapable caves of doom?
I escaped! You will advocate, you will riot in the streets! You will drain the treasury, stop bombing and shut down the factories!
Whoa, wait a minute.
You will run us to the brink of ruin, baby!
I've only been in charge for 1 week.
Wow! That's an academy record! Leading school? Go back to leading school, nerd!
Where do you...
Baby!
I've done exactly what Celestia would have done, and you've all been perfectly fine with her for the last 1,000 years.
It's the end game now, baby! You will be gone by tomorrow midnight, one way or another! Storm's coming, baby! You better get off the throne quick!
Wow. Nasty out there, man.
I came as soon as I heard. She's awake.
How's everything going?
Now that you're back, we destroyed Chrysalis and broke the Changeling Empire.
Whoa, really? Wow, that's great.
Yeah, but now the entire country is up in arms and threatening a revolution.
Ow. Well, that's not great.
Yeah, but now that you're back, we can fix this.
Luna, I have no power. I can't come.
But you never really used your powers before. Everything always somehow magically worked out for you.
Come on, Luna, you can't be this dumb. Don't you see it?
See what?
Say what you just said.
See what?
Now before that.
Everything always magically works out?
Say it again.
Everything always mad.
There you go.
Yeah. Wait!
First rule of leadership, Luna. Know thyself. After I sent you to the moon, I realized that I would destroy my own kingdom with my frivolous and destructive interests, unless I had a little help. So I created a spell.
A spell that would ensure
That everything would always magically work out. This is what I did. Equestria would be safe. Took about a decade to create it. Worst decade of my life. You don't need a magic spell to lead. You're powerful, just, intelligent. You never quit. You always try and you care about Equestria. None of which I did.
so
Wow. If I did that, I wouldn't need a magic spell to run the kingdom. It's all up to you now. Just try not to get this killed.
Good idea.
Wow. It's up to you, princess.
No, it's not. It's up to all of us. We can do this. Ideas?
You mean you're actually going to start listening to us?
I think listening is pretty much the opposite of what Celestia does. So, thoughts. What do we need to do?
Well, for starters, I don't think Crystal's actually wrong, and the whole change of empire seemed to go down without much of a fight.
think they're out of it. Think about how easily Chrysalis supposedly escaped her guards, Princess Luna. How much do you trust them? Maybe everyone in the castle has been replaced. God knows what's going on when we're not there.
No, it's not. It's far more easy to store and convenient to make.
How are you supposed to cut it?
Into squares. What do you think?
Fine. You'll settle this once and for all. Guard! Guard!
I do have a name, you know.
Yes, the fourth Stefan's younger brother, Edgar. Who's better, round or square pizza?
Oh, well, I kind of like the one on French bread.
That's cool!
Which I know she did. I've never seen any pony stop Celestia before.
Yes, you have. And so have I.
Princess Luna. A lovely sunset tonight, no?
Spill it, Shimmer. Only you have the ability to rob Celestia of power.
My name is Sunset Shimmer. Celestia is powerless because of my name.
Yes, we get that. Princess somehow take your power? Did she take your name or something?
Princess Luna. You have it all backwards.
What?
Chrysalis gave me my name, and I gave her my power.
What do you mean?
A little experiment Auntie Christie was conducting. What would happen if you gave a pony a name, with the intent to create a very specific cutie mark, with a very specific power?
There is no way Chrysalis could have planned all this.
She didn't need to plan anything. She simply created chaos, and took whatever opportunity she could find. Chaos is alive after all. Who do you think resurrected Sabra, sent him to the north, spun rumors and lies amongst your people?
Well, thank you. We learned what we wanted to. Enjoy your little hell.
Oh, I'll be living here soon enough. Yes.
Told you, it's all about the names.
Yes, good job, Spider. Very clever.
Pony box, just saying.
Power from one point to another is not. In a way, that's how the elements of Harley work. So all we need to do is find a pony named Chrysalis Dead Queen?
Oh, actually, I think I might know who might be able to help us.
Okay, the generals are keeping the mission secret. Right. Well, if it doesn't work, I trust Rarity. She knows changes better than anyone. But, Rarity, are you sure you want to do this?
If you choose to do it, there's no going back.
There never really was a choice.
Trust me, it'll work out fine.
Well then, my friends, are you ready?
We'll follow your lead, Princess.
Time's up, baby! Run out, or we can throw you out!
I don't think so, Chrysalis. And you can stop the charade.
Ooh, how did you know?
Please, don't make this unpleasant. Aberforth, alert the guard. Take Queen Chrysalis into custody.
Yeah, that's not happening.
X2, Aberforth, X2.
Yeah, at me too.
Oh, this castle is mine. Almost every body of high position to your government has to be replaced. And you people don't want you on the throne anymore.
Ha, I bet she can replace Princess Luna.
Wow. She's not the element of smart.
One sunset shimmer.
Oh, we know she transferred her powers to you. That was how we were able to defeat Celestia.
Wow. It sounds like you all came down with an acute case of the obvious.
But you're not the only one who can tap into the powers of another...
So you own a pony named Chrysalis set Shimmer.
Something like that. Rarity?
Know what? I'm tapping out so that the confused unicorn can have a go with me. I think I wasted enough time with you lot. Wow, nice.
Not the element of smart.
Okay, that's funny, nice. Why did you change?
Sir?
What's happening?
There was another pony, a photographer, blind but with the power to see changelings, or at least their aura.
What?
She saw you at the wedding, and then she saw you come in to petition me.
Sir, I can change my dress.
And now you can no longer change. You can no longer hide.
Well, excuse me, princess, but I still hold the capital. What do you have?
Just the entire equestrian armada. It'll be here within 20 minutes.
It's not easy when you don't know what's going to happen next. The future is scary, but a future is better than no future.
This doesn't need to end badly.
So, what? What are you proposing?
How about you talk, and I'll listen, and we'll see where that goes.
Peace, victory, and everyone home safe. I knew you could do it.
I'm only sorry there's no way to bring back your powers.
Oh. Well, you can, actually.
What?
No, you couldn't have done it right away. I still could have helped.
Then how?
The same way I healed you, after a particularly nasty battle you had with King Sombra about 1,000 years ago.
What?
Luna, you must do for me what I did for you. Send me to the moon.
What?
When we immortals are robbed of our powers, we must have absolute stillness and peace.
You sent me to the moon to heal my powers?
As part of the lunar healing spell. I couldn't even communicate with you.
I thought you had banished me. I thought I had challenged you for the crown.
No, it didn't happen like that at all.
You wrote a book about it.
Well, yes.
I didn't like your moon.
Yeah, well, one goes a bit crazy after 1,000 years alone on the moon. But that's why we have the elements.
I could kill you right now, you know?
Rather infelicitous for a queen who bases her rule on harmony and friendship to kill the former ruler on her first day.
One, you know I wouldn't. And two, I prefer princess.
Of course, your majesty. After all, you are the princess now. Hey, Birdie.
Hey, Applejack. Oh, you can see I'm a changeling now.
Yep. What do you think about that?
You know, I think I understand what Twilight meant. That who we are comes from the inside, not from the outside, and how we dress ourselves up.
I have to be honest, you don't look that different to me. You just look like Rarity.
Thanks, Applejack.
I wish you weren't leaving.
Well, I think it's time I go home. See what's changed. I'm not the same Rarity who left.
Well, wherever you go, we'll always be friends. Rarity, you all packed?
Just about. Thanks again for going with me to the Badlands.
Well, I wanted to go home anyway. See what's changed. I'm not the same Spike who left.
Whoa, I totally just said that.
No way. Well, send us a letter when you two get settled. I mean a real letter, not a fire vomit letter. Ha, deal.
Generals, attached.
One hell of a gut fest. Now we should go after those damn sea ponies.
Yes, they spread themselves far too much.
I don't think Princess Luna is going to be a conquering type.
Yeah, you're probably right. Besides, I think I'm getting too old for all this war nonsense.
I know what you mean. I kind of just want to be a killer girl, you know?
Maybe we have like a little clubhouse or something.
No, we have a clubhouse.
No, that is Central Command.
But if we change the curtains, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Just resign our commissions?
Why not?
Yeah, just no more fillies playing in our clubhouse.
Well, can we play soldiers?
What else is there to play?
No, this place isn't going to feel the same without Spike.
Or Rarity.
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you, man, this place is kind of lost the thrill for me as well.
What do you mean?
When I first got here, everything was like, whoa! So different and scary. It was like this endless adrenaline rush, man. And now after Discord and Sombra and Chrysalis and the rabbits, it just feels kind of tame, man. I need something different, man. I've been thinking about doing some traveling myself. Bert, you know what we should totally do? Go live with the sea ponies, man.
What? No, we can't do that. They live underwater and sing, like all the time. You do know what happens when you two descend from the clouds to the ground. And now you want to go down into the ocean?
Yeah, I don't know about this. Ooh, you a chicken, man? Chicken? Is that what kind of bird you are? You're a chicken? Let's go hang out with the fish. Wow, now you two are leaving. What about you, Pinky? You hearing the song of the open road?
Actually,
What, you two?
it's like this. I was talking to Trixie, and, well, I learned the power of the fourth, and she learned the power of the fourth, and I know there have been others, so what if some other pony starts meddling with it?
Discord would be unleashed again.
Yeah, so she and I thought we could just slightly tap the fourth, just feel the disturbance, and then go find whoever's doing it and stop them. We'll be back. Won't be permanent.
So just you and I, Applejack.
Well, I ain't got plans to travel. I have apples to harvest and Granny to take care of, even hoping I have a little apple bloom around more. We'll have to see. You know, I always liked this library, but it feels like there's a lot fewer books on the shelves now. True. That's the thing about libraries, Bird. There's always new ones coming in.
Oh. That's the thing about libraries that burn?
Hello, Twilight.
Oh, good evening, Your Majesty.
Are you here alone?
Feels a little that way. I'm really gonna miss everyone.
They will remain close friends. I'm also sorry you had to say goodbye to Celestia. I know you two were very close.
Huh, it's not really goodbye.
Well, she'll be on the moon for 1,000 years.
1,000 years?
Oh, Twilight, the healing spell requires 1,000 years of solitude. I thought you knew.
No, that can't be right. I've read about lunar healing spells. It should only take about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, she should start by the next full moon.
Wait.
Luna? Princess Luna?
Channel name? What's up?
Just look for this. Okay.
Thank you.
I would say, yeah, do some Q&A and then I'll have some final words at the very end.
Hello everyone, this is Pony JPL, and this is going to be the second part of this reaction video. Now, you know, the first part was the reaction at BronyCon. So, this reaction here will not be a blind reaction. I've already seen the episode. But the reason why I'm doing this reaction here is because, you know, Pony JPL has been reacting to this entire thing throughout the many years that Scootertrix has been releasing. So, I've been around here for a while doing my thing, and so to have it just end off with just a face reaction and no commentary throughout the video, it didn't seem proper. And so that's why we're having the second reaction here, so that I can talk about the different parts of the video and what my thoughts were on them. That way there's a bit of a commentary in this one instead of just audience reaction. So yeah, this is the final episode, and you know, it's sad. This has been the final episode, but you know what? Let's see what we got here. So yeah, let's just get started in 3, 2, 1, click. Alright.
That's right. We've been glim-glammed, baby. Soon you will join us in our fight for equality.
So,
ridiculous.
to start off
touch the lamp,
this thing here,
it was the only thing that could be touched. It was the wrong kind
immediately
of
we're introduced into Starlight Glimmer, and it makes no sense to me, because there was no proper build-up to Starlight Glimmer. She just shows up, which, to be fair, you don't need build-up to something if you're just starting an episode with a stinger, but the fact is, Starlight Glimmer becomes a strong part in the episode later down the line, and so I feel like there should have been more build-up to her, to the point where they're now confronting her, because the main villain in this episode should just be Chrysalis. Also, you gotta point out that she's dressed as a, you know, the Larsonism with the wings.
get taken out or die or something. See how fast your society falls then.
She does have a point there.
Shut up, Applejack. The princesses will always... This is stupid. I'm magic.
Foreshadowing.
How did you use magic? You have larcenism. No, I faked it. I faked having larcenism. It was fake. You faked it?
No, you know that comment here, like, how do you fake larcenism?
Oh, you done did it now.
Like, did she fake it this time, or was it real the last time? And even still, did larcenism... you know, I'm forgetting if that's the case. Did larcenism just get rid of the magic? And so my thoughts during this whole intro here was that this is the last time we get to see this intro in its glory for a new episode. So, yes, last time.
But then she ran into the inescapable Cave of Doom, so we won't be seeing her again.
Great. I'm sure Celestia will be very pleased.
Where is she?
Making the wedding preparations.
What wedding preparations?
We have, in the palace, a special window, and the two ponies that created it reached out to Celestia and asked if she would marry them.
And Celestia said yes?
Wow, that's really generous of her.
Ah, yes, the whole generous thing. I remember asking Greg why we haven't seen this in a while, and I'm just so happy the last episode they brought it back. I don't know what the joke was, but...
None are required. She has, of course, invited all of you.
Why?
It's an important event for her. Lots of key leaders and influential ponies have been invited and are coming.
Does seem like a bit much for a couple of window makers.
No, I'm done second-guessing my sister. Her path leads to success. Others lead to failure.
Today, we gather to join this couple.
So it's weird in this case that...
Stallion Windowmaker. No relation yet.
Stallion Windowmaker
And I've got to say, the window that
is not Twilight's brother.
I cannot tell you how.
But wasn't he Captain the Royal Guard or something?
Let's just skip to the important part.
Of course.
Because, you know, going back to the episode...
This one.
Queen Chrysalis, my arch.
But of course, this is alumnex. Alums. I never actually seen their videos because it was always weird to me.
Surprised to see me?
Hardly. You're the whole
But
reason I threw this.
it's a funny villain to have. Funny villain to have.
No, not like that. Don't.
I'm touched. A lot. Just like you touched me. A lot.
Dude, you have got to let
It's
that
gross.
go. It was one distraction kiss. One. I just wanted
To be near me. To feel me.
Ah.
Lure you out of hiding. It's a trap, Clueless.
Ha! Tell me what I don't know, Solar Flop. Let's
Bring it, Swiss cheese.
Of course, you know, I'm not the biggest Yu-Gi-Oh fan, so... I got the reference, though. The audience liked it.
Princess Celestia!
What's the matter, Celestia? No magic? I suppose that means no spell.
God.
And so I was wondering, like, what was the,
With a monologue. So, bye.
Guards, take her!
Oh, come on! Really?
And, you know, they teleported away.
Celestia, man!
Everyone calm down. We're safe.
She's unconscious. Is she gonna be okay?
She'll be fine.
Wait a second. Celestia's power. It's gone. Her magic is gone.
That's not possible.
And then he questioned, how does this happen?
She never loses. Never.
Actually, I just saw her in this arch battle with Chrysalis.
Celestia.
Oh, that was funny.
She always has a plan.
Yeah, a stupid plan. What are we gonna do, man? Pinky, we need you to look at the script. No way. I can't risk that. Whatever the future holds, Discord is not going to be a part of it.
Also, you said in the last episode that the script is always changing now.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's difficult to see.
No, the guards may need my help.
But if you just wait a minute...
Aberforth, where is Chrysalis?
Oh, she was too powerful, my princess. She slipped away.
There's like 500 of you here. How did she get away?
Well, she was very slippery.
What about her companion?
Also slippery.
Ugh, where is she now? So, I'm sending the entire armada to destroy the capital and her.
Whoa. Are you sure that's wise, Princess? Taking on the Citadel also sounds pretty dangerous to our forces.
We don't even know what just happened or how she did it.
Can I recommend that we just put together some kind of a plan first?
No.
No plans.
No. Act first, ask questions later. That's what Celestia would do.
Of
Tell
course.
me if I'm wrong, but hasn't everything always worked out for her?
You mean excluding getting totes smacked by Chrysalis just now and losing
course.
all her powers? Exactly how many soldiers are we willing to lose? I think they're right, Princess. You should listen to them. We need to figure this out before we act.
No. This is how it's done. This is how she's always done it. And this is how I will do it. It will all work out.
Your Majesty, the fleet awaits your orders.
Ah, yes, and this is a cool scene. I thought it was a bit anticlimactic for them to just destroy the Changeling Kingdom there. Because the thought was, you know, they're going into war against them. Why?
A total victory.
Why is there just
minimal casualties.
this final action
Great
here?
news, Your Highness. If it were that easy, why didn't we just swarm them from the get-go?
That's a
Maybe
good
Celestia
question.
lacked my vision.
I don't know, man. It does seem like it was a little easy.
It
At least
was
our
easy,
forces can
yes.
Come home now.
You know, I like this. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Has Celestia regained consciousness yet?
No, not yet.
I see. We should bring her back to the castle.
Well, we think she should just stay hidden away for now, just in case.
Good
Fine.
idea.
See? I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about what happened to the Black Spire?
Yeah, completely annihilated. We sure showed them.
Yeah, I think it's kind of sad though. I heard we didn't even take prisoners.
It's not like the changelings are evil or anything. They're just trying to get along like us.
Ah, of course, and then good old Starlight Glimmer.
It doesn't really like changelings, especially Chrysalis.
Is it true that the changelings had surrendered before the bombardment?
I've been hearing that too. Luna wouldn't have done that, would she?
I wouldn't be so sure. She hates Chrysalis.
Alright, everyone, calm down. This is all hearsay and rumor. We have no proof that 10,000 civilians were lost in Tuesday's assault.
And I do like this.
What is she thinking?
Maybe she's become Nightmare Moon again.
She's a monster. She's no monster. She's a monarch, baby. And she's wrong.
You know what? The whole baby thing with Starlight Glimmer is just, it's so unexpected. Like, why is this Starlight Glimmer?
Totally uncool. We must strip the monarchs of their power and
For some reason, it's hilarious and funny.
I will take a mandate from the public to the princess myself. Equines for equality.
Okay, Aberforth, what's next on the agenda?
Now that your royal photo session is done, you are meeting with individual subjects.
Royal photo session.
Well, that sounds better than saying cheese for an hour.
Right.
I swear she was blind. Throw the first petitioner in.
Of course. Photo finish.
We want you out, baby.
Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you that glimmer pony? The one the elements chased into the inescapable caves of doom?
I escaped. If you don't abdicate, we will riot in the streets. We will drain the treasury, stop farming, and shut down the factories.
Whoa, wait a minute.
This is just...
brought us to the brink of ruin, baby.
This is just hilarious.
For 1 week.
Wow, that's an academy record. Where'd you learn to lead? Leading school? Go back to leading school, nerd.
What are you?
Baby.
Now the baby did get old, but the thing about it is that if you keep doing it, it becomes funny again.
Endgame now, baby. You will be gone by tomorrow midnight, one way or another. Storm's coming, baby. You better get off the throne quick. Wow,
But you know,
pretty nasty out there, man.
Starlight Glimmer is just funny in this.
Ah, Luna. How's everything going?
Much better, now that you're back. We destroyed Chrysalis and broke the Changeling Empire.
Whoa, really? Wow, that's great.
Yeah, but now the entire country is up in arms and
Of course.
revolution.
Oh. Well, that's not great.
Yeah, but
no,
now
it's
that you're
not.
back, you can fix this.
Luna, I have no power. I can't help.
But you never really used your powers before. Everything always somehow magically worked out for you.
Oh, come on, Luna. You can't be this dumb. Don't you see it?
See what?
Say what you just said.
See what?
Now, before that.
Everything always magically works out?
Say it again.
Everything always
She's always making these crazy immoral decisions, and they always turn out fine. Oh, sure. Whenever Celestia does it, everything magically works out. Every time, everything just magically works out for her.
Magically just works out.
Wait.
First rule of leadership, Luna. Know thyself. After I sent you to the moon, I realized that I would quickly destroy my own kingdom with my frivolous and destructive interests, unless I had a little help. So I created
You know,
a spell.
before it was a commentary about
that everything would always magically work
Celestia in the show.
Regardless
Now
of
this
what
is
I did,
just
Equestria would be safe. Took about a decade to
explaining the
create.
Celestia and the
Second in my
universe in
life.
this one.
You don't need a magic spell to lead. You're powerful, just, intelligent. You never quit. You always try, and you care about Equestria. None of
course.
which I did.
So, what should I do?
Which is funny.
If I knew that, I wouldn't have
She
needed
does
a
not
magic
care.
spell to run the kingdom. It's all up to you now. Just try not to get us killed. Wow.
Just kind of one thing I don't really like about the Celestia, of how she doesn't like
No,
these
it's not.
characters.
It's up to
Well,
all
how
of
she
us.
doesn't care about
We
her
can
kingdom.
do this. Ideas?
You mean you're actually gonna start listening to us?
I think listening is pretty much the opposite of what Celestia does. So, thoughts. What do we need to do?
Well, for starters, I don't think Chrysalis is actually gone.
And the whole changing empire seeming to go down with
I don't know. I'll talk about this later.
Out of it. Think about how easily
When we get to that
Chrysalis
ending
escaped
part.
Your guards, Princess Luna. How much do you trust them? Maybe everyone in the castle's been replaced. God knows what's going on when we're not there.
It's an abomination of the natural order.
No, it's not. It's far more easy to store.
And of course, this lovely scene here.
How are you supposed to cut it?
What? Into squares. What do you think?
Fine. We'll settle this once and for all. Guard! Guard!
I do have a name, you know.
Ah, yes. The fourth Stefan's younger brother, Edgar. Which
Edgar.
is better, round or square pizza?
Oh, well.
Round.
Kind of like the one on French bread.
Round.
You daft fool!
I just wish I knew how she did it.
I don't really like
I've never
square
seen
too much. I
anyone
like
who's
round.
not Celestia before.
Yes, you have. And so have I.
Ah, yes.
Princess Luna. A lovely sunset tonight.
Spill it, Shimmer. Only you have the ability to rob Celestia of her power.
My name is Sunset Shimmer.
I'm glad that they brought her
Powerless
back.
because of my name.
Yes, we get that. Did Chrysalis somehow take your power? Did she take your name or something?
Princess Luna. You have it all backwards.
What?
Chrysalis gave me my name, and I gave her my power.
What do you mean?
Little experiment Auntie Chrissy was conducting. What would happen if you gave a pony a name, with the intent to create a very specific cutie mark? With a
Now
very
this is where this is
specific
brought
power?
up.
There is no way Chrysalis could have planned all of this.
Well, that
She
name
didn't need to plan anything.
came up.
She simply created chaos.
Now the whole question here is like, how is it
Is a ladder.
said that
What do you think
Sunset
resurrected
Shimmer was
Solomon?
connected to
Sent you to the
Chrysalis?
north. Spun rumors.
Once
and
again, this
lies
is just
amongst
suddenly put onto us
Chrysalis
and not
her army can be anyone, anywhere.
built up to from the
While
last time we
you
saw
wasted
her
time with
or explained.
buffaloes and zombie ponies. She was taking control. She has already won. And the only reason she didn't take over centuries ago was because of your sister's stupid spell. So, how is Celestia these days?
Thank you. We learned what we wanted to. Enjoy your little hell.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough. Yes.
Told you, it's all about the names. Yes.
Of course,
good job,
the
Spider.
names.
Very clever. Pony box, just saying. Well, passing power.
You know,
from
I
one
wasn't a
pony
big
to
fan of the
another
whole
is
names
power.
things,
In a way,
but
that's how the elements of harmony work. So all we need to do is find a pony named Chrysalis Dead Queen.
Of course.
Actually, I think I might know who might be able to help us.
Okay, the generals are keeping the mission secret. Right. Well, if it doesn't work, I trust Rarity. She knows changelings better than anyone. But
and then here's
are you sure you
here's
wanna
where
do
things
this?
get
Just do
confusing.
it. There's no going back.
There never really was a choice.
Trust me, it'll work out fine.
Well then, my friends, are you ready?
We'll follow your lead, Princess.
Time's up, baby. You can walk out now, or we can throw you out.
I don't think so, Chrysalis. And you can stop the charade.
Ooh, how did you know?
Please, don't make this unpleasant. Aberforth, alert the guard. Take Queen Chrysalis into
So,
custody.
so they make Starlight Glimmer Chrysalis. However,
X2? Aberforth? X2?
Yeah.
I have the question: how is
This
that?
castle is mine. Almost every pony of high position through your government.
I don't
has
know
been
about that
replaced.
because
And the people don't
it
want to
seems
throne
weird.
anymore.
Huh, I bet she even replaced Princess Luna.
Wow. There's not the element of smart.
We paid a visit to a friend of yours.
Also, to be fair, I don't feel like there was much hinting at
That was how you were
Starlight Glimmer being
Wow.
Chrysalis. Unless I'm just
I'll
not
be
really
down with an acute
paying
case
attention
of
too
the
much.
obvious.
But you're not the only one who can tap into the powers of another...
Ah, so you found a pony named Chrysalis Set Shimmer.
Something like that. Rarity?
Know what? Are you tapping out so that Confuse the Unicorn can have a go at me? I think I wasted enough time on you lot.
This was cool.
Wow, nice aim.
Not the element of smart.
Okay, it was funny when I said it, Aberforth. Why did you change?
Sir?
What's happening?
There was another pony, a photographer, blind but with the power to see changelings,
Uh-huh.
or at least their aura.
What?
She saw you at the wedding, and then she saw you come in to petition me.
Sir, I can't change my appearance.
And now, everywhere, throughout Equestria, every creature can see changelings for what they are.
There's a lot of changelings
No longer
there.
change. You can no longer hide.
Well, excuse me.
And so you got a question: how does the spell work?
What do you have?
Just the entire Equestrian Armada. It'll be here within 20 minutes.
It's not easy when you don't know what's gonna happen next. The future is scary, but a future is better than no future.
This doesn't need to end badly.
So, what? What are you proposing?
How about you talk, and I'll listen. And we'll see.
So we have a treaty system that goes on, and then we're just left unknown what goes on. Unless, actually no, I think we do know a bit. The war is ending.
Peace, victory, and everyone home safe. I knew you could do it.
I'm only sorry there's no way to bring back your powers.
Oh. Well, you can, actually.
What?
No, you couldn't have done it right away. I still couldn't have helped.
Then how?
The same way I healed you, after a particularly nasty battle you had with King Sombra about 1,000 years ago.
What?
Luna, you must do for me what I did for you. Send me to the moon.
What?
When we immortals are robbed of our powers, we must have absolute stillness and peace.
You sent me to the moon to heal my powers?
As part of the lunar healing spell. I couldn't even communicate with you.
I thought you had banished me. I thought I had challenged you for the crown.
No, it didn't happen like that at all.
You wrote a book about it.
Well, yes, but books have to sell.
I became Nightmare Moon.
Yeah, well, one goes a bit crazy after 1,000 years alone on the moon. But that's why we have the elements.
I could kill you right now, you know.
And so I have to question this because Luna became Nightmare Moon,
One, you know I wouldn't.
but she returned.
Two,
How is it Nightmare Moon was in the book as well as when she returned?
You are the princess now. Hey, Rarity.
Hey, Applejack. You can see I'm a changeling now.
Yep. What do you think about that?
You know, I think I understand what Twilight
And
meant.
also, she turned into Nightmare Moon
Comes from the inside,
against
not
Sombra.
from the outside, and how we dress ourselves up.
I have to be honest. You don't look that different to me. You just look like Rarity.
Thanks, Applejack.
Well, that's
I wish you
cute.
weren't leaving.
Well, I think it's time I go home. See what's changed. I'm not the same Rarity who left.
Well, wherever you go, we'll always be friends. Rarity, you all packed?
Just about. Thanks again for going with me to the Badlands.
Well, I wanted to go home anyway. See what's changed.
You know what's interesting? How at this end here, everyone's going on their own adventure.
No way. Well, send us a letter when you two get settled. I mean a real letter, not a fire vomit letter. Ha! Deal.
Generals, a toast to victory.
Because this is closing off everyone's story. However, it seems like everyone's going and leaving. which I thought, I think it's just a bit strange that everyone's leaving around the same time. And normally people leave around different times. Of course, this is just the maid, so we can get this thing put together quicker.
Maybe we have like a little clubhouse or something. Do we already have a clubhouse? No, that is Central Command. But if we change the curtains, though. Oh yes, of course. Possibly work.
Wait, just resign our commissions?
Why not? Yeah, just normal Phillies.
There's no war left to fight, so.
Well, can we play soldiers?
What else is there to play?
You know, this place isn't gonna feel the same without Spike or Rarity.
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you, man, this place has kind of lost its thrill for me as well.
What do you mean?
When I first got here, everything was like, whoa, oh, so different and scary. It was like this endless adrenaline rush, man. Now after Discord and Sombra and Chrysalis and the rabbits, it just feels kind of tame, man. I need something different, man. I've been thinking about doing some traveling myself.
The bird! You know what we should totally do? Go live with the sea ponies, man!
What? No, we can't do that. They live underwater and sing, like all the time. You do know what happens when you two descend from the clouds to the ground. And now you want to go down
Of course.
The ocean? Yeah, I don't know about this.
Ooh, you a chicken, man? Are you a chicken? Is that what kind of bird you are? You're a chicken? Huh? Buck, 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 buck.
God, fine. Let's go hang out with the fish.
Yes!
Of course, they go on their own adventure.
What about you, Pinky? You hearing the song of the open road? Actually...
What, you too?
It's like this. I was talking to Trixie, and... Well, I learned the power of the fourth, and she learned the power of the fourth. And I know there have been others, so what if some other pony starts meddling with it? Just
No, this could be like the,
Yeah, so she and I thought we could just slightly
an idea for spin-off. At least fan fiction. There's so much fan fiction material in this. I'm glad Ted brought that up.
So just you and I, Applejack. Well, I ain't got plans to travel. I have apples to harvest and Granny to take care of, even hoping I have a little apple bloom around more. We'll have to see. You know, I always liked this library, but it feels like there's a lot fewer books on the shelves now. True. That's the thing about libraries, the bird. There's always new ones coming in.
Or the library closed down because no one comes. That tends to happen a lot.
Hello, Twilight.
And then, you know, Twilight just goes back home.
You're alone?
Feels a little that way. I'm really gonna miss everyone.
They will remain close friends. I'm also sorry you had to say goodbye to Celestia. I know you two were very close.
And then there's the stinger at the end.
Really goodbye.
Well,
in one part it's funny, but in another part it's kind of,
1,000 years?
Oh, Twilight. The healing spell requires 1,000 years of solitude. I thought you knew.
No, that's...
Also, I partially saw this thing coming.
I've read about lunar healing spells. It should only take about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, she should be back by the next full moon. Luna? Princess Luna?
She's so mad. So, there's a lot of time here. I guess they added something. Oh, it's just all the credits. I don't know. Could just be the credits. We lost the Lunar Rig. Minty. Yeah, it's just credits. A lot of people worked on this. Our pleasure. Alright, so talk about the stinger here at the end. It just I feel like it's cruel for Celestia to do that. Because the whole thing about... I don't know. I feel like for me, it diminishes my likability of Celestia. Because she was just really... She's not my favorite Celestia. I feel like she's a bit rude. And, I don't know. The whole Trollestia part of Celestia, how it's taken really far into this series. While, you know, Trollestia was funny in the show, this is a higher degree of Trollestia. And so, I don't know. I don't really like trolls. I don't really like pranks like that. So it's just... I feel for Luna throughout this entire series. I'm like more on Luna's side. So like when Celestia does something like this, it's like I can't like Celestia because I'm feeling bad for Luna. And so Celestia sent Luna to the moon for 1,000 years, which is actually really cruel. Like, it's a practical joke, but I hate that she did that. And I feel like that just diminishes my likability for Celestia, and I just cannot like her character in this series. And this is how you end off the series, and one thing, it's funny. It's funny. I do enjoy that. It's a nice joke. However, and the other thing is just, I try to like the Celestia, however, because she does these cruel things like this for poor Luna, it doesn't work out. And also, she doesn't care about her kingdom, apparently. Which, not caring about the kingdom can work out. And, you know, you'd have to have, like, a character like the Celestia from the Mentally Advanced series. The Tyrant Celestia. Which is my personal favorite Celestia. Overall, this is the end of this series. And I can go in depth here. Going over it, overall, this was a pretty good series. It's nice to see an abridged series actually make it to the final episode, instead of it just being cancelled due to Hasbro, or just fade off because of the YouTube algorithm. I'm glad that Scootertrix made this complete story from start to finish. A total of 26 episodes, a movie, a couple specials, and crossovers. I'm going to say now that Scootertrix is much more than Scootertrix. Scootertrix is the combination of every abridged series out there. Because here's the beautiful thing that I love what Scootertrix has done. It has taken all the abridged series that were out there and not known to people, that were dead at points, and it gave it some life. It brought it together into this one unified thing. It acknowledged their existence and said, yeah, they have a universe of their own, and we can combine universes. I love this idea. I do love in stories when they have multiple universes in different places. So I love that throughout this entire series, they've been able to bring other people from other series to come in for a nice showdown. The movie was fantastic because of that, bringing all the different ones all together. I wish we could have spent more time with them, but you know, the movies are really a long thing. As for the episode itself, I would have to say I really liked it. I think that Starlight Glimmer was a nice addition. It was actually quite surprising to see her. I thought that she was kind of an abrupt appearance, and you have to explain the larcenism a bit, but overall, I liked her appearance. I liked her joke of her saying, baby, at the end of every phrase that she said. It kind of got old after a few times, but then, you know, that weird thing about comedy, if you keep doing it, it just becomes funny again. I don't know how that is, but it became funny again. And, you know, it was this weird thing that I actually liked by the end of it. I actually kept looking forward to the next time she said, baby, and at the end of each phrase. So this is a big thank you to the Scootertrix team and all the people that worked there. Throughout the years, Scootertrix have grown, and you can see the growth of the series. It started out as something that you just felt like doing for a project, and then it just became into something with more of a coherent story, with an entire plot, with an idea towards an ending. Because at the beginning, it seemed like there was an ending. It just felt like it's a one-off thing that each episode felt like one-off, but the more that the show went on, it felt like there was much more to it, that there was a story that was meant to be told, and I'm glad that the story was finished at this final moment. Ted, during the panel, brought up the idea that there are so many adventures out there that there's left to be done. We have Spike and Rarity going back to the Badlands. What's that going to be like with her meeting her parents again? We have the Bird and Fluttershy going out to the Sea Ponies. You know, what's that going to be like? You have Pinkie Pie and Trixie going off on their own adventure. And, you know, it'd be fun to see that be a spin-off Abridged series. I'd love to see that, having those two doing their own thing. But who knows? Maybe we could have that in a few fan fictions. And I know we're given the opportunity to take the Scootertrix world and make fan fictions out of that, which I think is a good call to do. You know, if there are any fan fictions that are released out there, I would love to read through them and just do a live blind reaction reading of a fan fiction. I think that would be cool to help continue the series and all the different things like that. So if you had been watching my reactions from start to where we are now, then you might have noticed that from the beginning, I wasn't really caring for this series. My thoughts about this series were just like, it felt like this series was kind of giving itself an ego. That this series was trying to be professional like the big other Scootertrix series. And very early on, Jack was saying that he was one of the big ones, that he had one of the more coherent ones. Back then, I would thought, what are you talking about, Jack? You have a good series, but it's not on that par and that level. And you know, talking at the end of the panel, he said, like, this is the end of an era for the Pony Abridged series. And I thought, well, there goes that ego again. Then I thought, no, that's true. That is completely true. Scootertrix started out with this small series, became this big thing that helped get these other Abridged series together. And Scootertrix was the main one that kept consistently going. Now, some other Abridged series are still going out there, but they're not as big as Scootertrix. And Scootertrix ending this thing off, that's the end of the Pony Abridged era. We might not get another Pony Abridged series like Scootertrix, like the Mentally Advanced series, or Friendship is Witchcraft. Maybe even Ultra Fast Pony. Probably not. But what we have here is a series that came together. And as the episodes keep coming, I began to love the show even more and more. Like, the more I look into it, the more deeper I look into each of the characters, like deeper into each of the episodes and the jokes, the more that I find this enjoyment of it. I still prefer the other Abridged series, like Mentally Advanced series and Friendship is Witchcraft, but there's a bias towards that. But this is something that we got to see go from the beginning to its end. And I'm glad it reached the point that it did. It was a good show while it went on. And, you know, I'm glad that it got to the point where it is. So, thank you, Jack, for creating a show, for bringing other Abridged series, for bringing back Dad Abridged series for a small triumph, hurrah, at the very end. Thank you for keep trying to build this thing up to create an ending. Thank you, Ted, for help with the writing, with the creating process and making this all come together. Thank you, everyone else who voiced in episodes, who did the music, who did writing, who did editing, who were there to help build this thing together. Without you guys, this thing would not have been possible. It was nice meeting you guys during conventions and, you know, getting some memorabilia, but thank you for all the things that you've done for making this show. Reacting to Pony Abridged series is going to be different from now on, because now we've had an end. The show has ended. And, you know, we don't know there's going to be another Pony Abridged series that's going to be as popular or as good, because we've kind of used up all the material from all these seasons and all the jokes that we can use, because there's so many Abridged series. And you know what? this is not the end of reactions to a Bridge series. There are many other Bridge series out there that I plan to react to, that I've already started reacting to. And so, it's nice to get a look after having taken all the different series, after watching them through, going back and looking at this coherent thing that we have here. Jack has done the impossible from very earlier on, talking about how these different series happen, how maybe we could have this big old thing, because I know there was ambitions to have this giant crossover, and it happened. This crossover happened. Maybe not the way people would have wanted, but you know, in a way it did happen, and we're so happy for it. Thank you for the conversations that we've had through the Discord channel, through watching the videos, through simply going at the BronyCon and talking there. Thank you for all the encouragements you guys have given me to continue reacting to this series, to go on, to enjoy this more. Thank you for all of that. So, as we close off here, this was a good and fantastic series coming to a close. I'm not going to forget this series. It's a good series, and it's one that I would show people. Except I'm going to have to show them every other Bridge series now, because without them, this whole series is going to get confusing near the end. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.